All right, we are outside of the Glendora Police Department with Jason Tibbetts' son Ben on the right, his daughter Rachael, and his wife Sierra. Sierra, can you explain to people who are going to read this story how special today is and what's going on?
Yes, today's very special. Jason has been working for Glendora PD for 31 years. But not only that, he was born and raised in Glendora, went to Glendora High School, and the city just really means a lot to him. And I couldn't be more proud either.
He said you'll see it more in the story, but he said in the interview, this is as much your retirement as his because you have to do so many things. What do you feel like? Are you going to be able to put up with him 24/7?
Yeah, I have a lot of honey-do lists already in the making.
Okay.
But to be honest, I'm just glad I'm just happy I am going to be able to put up with him. After a while, it might get old, but at first it's going to be nice.
Okay. So Ben, what is your dad's career? He's seeing the job that he's done, seeing how much he sacrificed for this city. How proud are you of your dad, and what are you most proud about in terms of what he's done over his 31-year career?
I'm really proud. Everything that he's done has been amazing. Especially the relationships he's built with everybody that he's made in the department. It's been really cool to see all of that.
Okay. What about you? What makes you most proud to be Jason's daughter?
I think that when I think of my dad too, just as a person, he has a really good way of connecting with people no matter what he does, and he's well loved by everybody.
I don't know anybody that doesn't like him.
Exactly. He welcomes everybody in, and he really gets to know people, and he does it all very humbly also. He's one of the most humble people I've ever met.
I actually always call him an offensive lineman at heart because offensive linemen are born to protect.
Yeah.
And that is what he does.
And they don't get the glory. He's never doing anything for himself. Yeah. It's always for other people.
Exactly.
So he told me a story about, and I don't know if he's ever told you this or not, but I asked him, when you see the really shitty stuff that goes on in your job, do you ever come home and you're so happy to be home? And he said there's been times he's come home and just given you guys a hug and not even said why.
Yeah.
How have you guys tried to help him process this tough job? Can you?
Yeah, there's been, I think especially growing up, there's been many moments where he'll even come home and I'll ask him, what'd you do today, Dad? And it's almost understanding that if he doesn't want to fully talk about every second about it, it's just being together. That's the best, to be supportive.
Sometimes something will happen and it might be weeks before he even really told me about, a couple weeks ago something happened, because I think when he would come home right away, he didn't really want to talk about it.
It's a lot of process.
Yeah,
it takes time.
Yeah, and sometimes I think he was just happy to be home and wanted to try and not to think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so one last thing for all of you. You're talking obviously to your dad, to your husband. What do you want to tell him about his 31-year career being a dad? What do you want him to know about this moment for you?
Gosh, well, I think one thing that I've thought about definitely is that I'm about to graduate college, and so I'm going into a time where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I think one thing I've really learned from him is that I want to do something that's helping other people and serving others, and that's what he's done throughout his career and his whole life.
Okay.
It's what you've done at Glendora PD is just amazing, and it's almost impossible to encapsulate in just one sentence.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's incredible.
Okay.
And I just want to say that since the day I married him, he proposed to me at his academy graduation.
It's part of the story too.
Yeah.
And I've just always been proud of him, and I'm more proud today, I think, than I ever have. And not just because of him as a policeman here at Glendora, but just because of the kind of husband he's been and father he's been to my kids.
And his service.
Yes, and so, honey, I know I'm actually kind of talking to you. I love you, honey, and I'm proud of you.
Okay.
So.